Okay. I believe Joe had scheduled this. She had been taking this on for the city for ICIP. Joe will not be available, so I will be heading this up. I understand it's due October, our final with the resolution. So I have seeked some help with this. I do have someone scheduled to come help me on it next week because I have learned that our top five that are ranked, they need to be shovel ready. We have to have estimates. And I don't know that we're quite there with this spreadsheet. So at this time, I would ask that our committee, if they've taken a look at this, if not, you can get back to me before the 12th to rank. Give me your top five. I will also get with department heads on their critical needs and if we have estimates to be sure and update our sheet.
So I feel like we've already done that and we're kind of at that point. So we don't know what's shovel ready, what's not. We don't have a clue. So I'm gonna leave it up to y'all to move things down that aren't shovel ready. But as far as the list, I think after our last meeting, we're in pretty good shape.
I feel like you'll educated us on why things are
really good
on the list for grants, and that was.
And I'm sure some of these, maybe all of them are not.
Yeah, I do.
Shovel ready, I get that. Maybe the fire station, do you have bids on that?
I have bids on half of it. I'm having trouble finding a vendor that can do a lot of the more extensive stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if there's no point to
Could we change it and do it in stages where we could do the part you have bids for and
we could
leave it there?
I'm gonna reach out to WWRC today that built Station 2
Okay.
that will be able to get us updated quotes.
See if you can get the rest.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to leave all five of those up there, but I'm sure we don't have shovel ready on any of those except maybe that one.
Yeah, and then the master plan design. Master drainage plan, is that yours? Okay.
We've got quotes for it, but I don't think we need what they call a shovel ready to still.
And this is design, yeah, so it's fine, yeah. Design.
That one should be okay.
Yeah, we've got quotes and we're ready to go on that. We've done meeting.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
And I mean, how long have we been getting ready for the well field improvements? We've been doing that since I've been here. Are we not shovel ready?
Yeah,
on
and
that?
from what I understand, and even speaking with Mr. Minton, some of those we're gonna put towards the bottom of our list because a lot of those are water trust board projects already that we're seeking funding for. But so they'll remain on the list, they'll just won't be at the top five.
For the same reason.
Yeah.
And is it true that really there's probably only a certain amount of money that can be spent in that year anyways? Is that, so even if we have it at the top of the list, chances are
We're not gonna get it all.
we're not gonna get it all spent in that year anyways, so maybe put something else, is that what everybody's thinking?
Because a lot of it, especially these bigger projects will be
Well, yeah, we
phased
can't,
out.
you can't have a transfer station right now. We're nowhere near ready for that. How about security system for animal?
We got quotes for it. All of my stuff, I think, has already done.
So we could
quotes.
leave
Yeah.
that there. Early warning system, how about that? Which one?
The total project amount we have is 15,000. That's something that we could plan to budget for.
Yeah, sorry, we don't, I'm still looking for quotes on that one. I'm still working with a contractor. They're getting me sound maps and trying to figure out which would be the best equipment for it. Once I get that, it'd go pretty quick from there. But,
Feel like they'd be ready by her deadline?
probably not.
Okay. So what can we do?
I know. So we have a lot on this list. I think we have like, well, I printed it and there's 5 pages.
Yeah.
We really have to really work through this. I mean, typically I don't see this big of a list.
Well, and we've been told over and over again, we shouldn't be turning in these big, huge lists. We should be turning in 10 to 15.
Well,
And then we keep getting a big, huge list. So I
well,
don't.
the big huge list is on the ICIP as the long-term plan wish list is a good thing. It shows the plan for the next 5-10 years. But the list I think that they're referring to is what we're presenting to the legislators as our top.
3 or 5.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is maybe we should have everything below the top 10 and 27 and below. And not have 50 things on this year when we're not gonna ask for 50 things on it.
And
We
probably
might as well get them in 27.
Well,
We'll just have 10 up there in the current year every year, so they see we're being focused. And
Is
we're
that-
asking for this. That makes sense?
Yeah.
That wouldn't affect it's still on the list.
Still on the
for
list, it
The
just-
grants, correct? So,
Right.
yeah.
different place. And that way the state would think maybe we're a little more focused and serious about what we're asking for than saying, hey, here's 55 things.
But one benefit to having not a large list, but bigger than just 5, is that you can have lower cost items that if a center asks.
Money runs out, you can get some of those.
We can get some funding. for
Yeah, I
it.
can see needing at least 10 or 12 in there, but I don't think we need.
Well, and whatever y'all would see as appropriate.
Yeah,
I like that idea. I'd be in favor of 10 to 12.
trimming down the current year to 10 or 12 and then move everything else down to 27. And then just move them right straight down where they're still top of the next one, but maybe we can get them shovel ready by next year. Because really, it's more for us to focus, right? I mean, our attention on what are we getting ready and what are we not. And then we go ask for the money and hope we get it, but at least things are ready, so.
Well, in my experience, you ask in 3 or 4 different locations.
Yeah, yeah.
like, Same.
Yeah, I know you do,
Just see
so does
Happens
Chief.
first.
Yeah, we'll ask everybody for money and pick whoever will give us some. I used to try that as a kid, it never worked.
No, it a little different. when you do that.
It's the glass mom.
Yeah.
Mom, me.
Mom said, did you ask your dad? Yeah, well then why are you asking me?
One thing that I did want to at least have in conversations, kind of pointing out is I know our transfer station is on here, but another thing to consider, longevity wise would be our own landfill. I think there was discussions way back then about a land and purchasing all that. But, even if we have a transfer station, these entities, right now we take our trash to Clovis, they may get to a point where they're not gonna take our trash.
Yeah, no.
Then we're gonna have the same issue.
It's a long
I mean,
term.
Lee County,
It's a long
you
term
also
issue.
want to take our trash, so something to consider, probably start, hopefully maybe putting a plan in place where we have design and trying to figure out expenditures for our landfill.
I had a question for you, because when we met last time, you weren't here, and I would seem to be the main one concerned about staffing this long term, and especially if you have Class A drivers. So, maybe we could contract that portion of it out, but
Transfer station is gonna increase the staff,
it's gonna increase the staff, and we can't even
and
hardly.
we can't keep
hire,
the staff full where we're at.
Trash truck drivers with Class B. So,
Well, Steve says that all it is they just have to take basically that air brake test to go from their current CDL to the Class A.
well, but my point is.
Are we gonna be able to pay them what it's worth? for them to do
WDP,
that?
Red Stag, all these private entity companies, you're not gonna be able to afford
Class A, yeah.
Class A drivers. And I compared it to.
They're gonna jump
North-
ship like your guys do after you train them.
There is another option, where they don't use a full semi, where they use the roll-off truck. That would also minimize the training requirement as well as the cost of that training.
Hmm.
Like they do now,
Yeah.
but the roll-off will haul more loads than just your garbage truck and
will.
less of wear and tear on the expensive garbage trucks.
I would have thought that.
Which is an option.
Are you thinking exactly like what Ed's is doing right now? I saw their truck, their heavy duty pickup truck with a fifth wheel. With the container on the back, I mean.
They're hauling our stuff right now from.
Yes, it's just a smaller version that would be decreased training. And honestly, those trucks are cheaper than a semi and trailer. That is an option that Steve had mentioned before as well.
We should keep thinking about the staffing part of that scared
And
though.
we can also explore, I don't know if anybody's brought it up or thought about it, but we do contracts for our new hires for 3 years. Which if they don't, they have to pay for the cost of training back and everything else, so we can explore that with them. As well as just, I mean, you're gonna hear, if you haven't already, from all of us, that we need pay benefit increases.
Yes,
From
across the
bottom
board,
to top.
across the board.
I-
Absolutely.
We all know that.
Yes.
I think that would help, but if I'm WDT or Red Stag, I'm gonna pay for that and just hire you. It's gonna be a drop in the bucket for.
And the sad thing about this competition is we don't have a product that we can increase the cost of to compensate.
Right,
that rate.
right, absolutely.
We provide services that could increase the cost.
And that's why
that rate.
our rates are what they
But
are.
we're not like McDonald's that can increase the cost of a Big Mac to pay their people starting at $16 an hour or whatever. And that's the constant battle that.
Yeah.
We all.
It's public
face.
service.
Because they're not seeing, these employees aren't seeing the long-term benefits.
Yeah.
Working for the city, such as retirement.
Retirement
I mean,
early.
you go to work for some of these places. I know people who've retired from businesses that have a pension plan that lasts 3 to 4 years after they retire. I mean. PERA will cover you until you are dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it's
absolutely.
a lifetime, true lifetime investment that has.
Yeah.
Great dividend.
And maybe on our social stuff, we start pushing those kind of benefits about employment here. I know you do, but maybe we just push that even harder. Hey. Long-term benefits here are
Because
way outweigh
From the
public
schools you saw
sector.
it too, so the same thing.
It's just hard to make it to that 25 years, because you need the money when you're younger and having kids and family. People can come work for me and take more take-home pay than you guys.
It's why I left law enforcement and went to the railroad 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I was making 3 times what I was as an 8-year police officer.
Right.
And then I came back to that huge pay cut, and I'm still not making as much as I
You were
did
when
the
you
last
were-
year I worked at the railroad. And I was only there 2 years. But it's the benefits that you don't think about.
Yeah.
Retired, vacation, sick leave, that's what these guys don't think about. And it's some of the reasons I came back, I didn't have those at the railroad. I got 2 weeks vacation and the union told me when I was gonna take it, because I was at the bottom.
Right.
I mean, here it's all the different things.
Well, we can go, back to where we were at, we can go through and send you a list of 10 we think are maybe shovel ready, but we don't, I'm just saying, we don't have.
No, if you have it, if you had that information and you knew that this is critical, we're ready, that would be great to share by the next
I think
Friday.
I'm looking at it, trying to come up with
Yeah.
10, I think might be shovel ready, but if you gotta move something around, worry about it.
Yeah. I think I will. I've
I
got
do.
some help to help me with this plan, this person that used to do ICIP. And then that way we can get you a better presentation worksheet of
Yeah.
what we can take up to
I do think
legislative.
something new popped on here, and I don't know, would be responsible. 17, I don't recall seeing before. It was $600,000 for a wildlife. urban interface purchase.
So that's our tactical tender engine.
That's fire.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get that out of that. Okay, you did talk about, you did talk about that.
It's simplified as WUI. That is a big part of the interface between structure protection and wild grass fires.
Right.
And the protection.
I just didn't realize it was that piece of equipment we talked about. Okay.
Too many acronyms.
WUI agree.
Miss Veronica, any feedback, comments?
No, I just, which item are y'all just talking about that I didn't get the name of it?
17, it was wildland urban interface purchase, which is a fire apparatus for the
Redis?
fires out in the rural area.
It can provide both grass fire fighting as well as structure protection.
Right. Makes sense.
Okay.
Bigger fires.
I don't have anything on the list. I just want to make sure that we keep everything on the list so that we're not, if some funding does happen to come up, we're not shooting ourselves in the foot because it's not on there.
So
Are you okay
disagreeing
with
the 10
narrowing
quote?
it? Yeah. Are you okay with narrowing it down though to like 10 or 15 on the current year?
Well, trying to look to see, and I may be missing a page. I wouldn't want to stay at 10, probably 15.
Okay. Okay.
I
I just don't want to see 55 or 60 on there.
Yeah.
32, so that would pretty much cut it in half
Yeah.
for that 27 year.
Narrow it down
Yeah.
for 27. I like it.
Yeah, and Veronica, there are some things that I probably will take out because the amounts are like 13,900, things like that, we can plan to budget in our coming fiscal year and such, so that way it'll help the list.
Yes.
So
Yes,
we-
and if we could get this funded, ourselves, that would be great because it gets something off the list.
So we just need to visit again after you work with this person you're gonna work with, yes?
So we have, I know we have a town hall, but that's just really for the public input, really, is if they have any,
Do you wanna get together before that town hall?
I think I'll get together, revisit probably, with our committee, have a draft to show you before we present it to council. I think that would be good.
Okay.
And I'll send out more information once I have it.
And will you email us that draft, Lily?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, if we could have it a day or two ahead of time, so we can look it over before we come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get you feeling better.
Yes.
Keep
Hope soon.
Get that healing done.
Thank you, guys.
You, Veronica.
See you, B.
See you, Veronica.
Bye.